Okay, hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lab where you're going to create your very own free tier Google Cloud Platform account. Now specifically what we're going to do is we're going to create this free trial GCP account, but we're not going to link it to your existing email address. We want to make a new Gmail account behind the scenes for billing. We're also going to secure this with two-factor authentication, and you might want to consider forwarding this account's email to your normal account so you can get any notifications. Now, I should point out that forwarding the mail like this could be a potential attack vector. In particular, if someone hacked your normal email account, they might be able to use that to reset the password on this billing account. But especially for this free trial account that you're setting up, it's probably still worth it so you get the notifications. Now, you might ask, why should we use a separate Gmail account here? And the answer really is least privilege. This is the principle where every program and every privileged user of the system should operate using the least amount of privilege necessary to complete the job. And especially for what we're setting up, it's a very bad habit to use admin privileges to do normal things. This admin account that we're setting up, after we've done a few things with it, will very rarely be needed. Now that said, I do want to warn you up front that we will take a few shortcuts as we go through the course so that we don't get hopelessly bogged down, but I will try to point them out as we go. Alright, to do this lab, I'm going to have you use incognito mode. In Chrome, this is called an incognito window. In Firefox, they call it private browsing, and other browsers call it something similar. But the reason we use this is so that you're not attaching all of your normal day-to-day stuff to this GCP account. You want to set up a completely separate account. Now, if you absolutely never log in to any Gmail or G Suite accounts, then this might be unnecessary for you. But personally, I'd still recommend you do it in incognito mode. Now this is something you really should get comfortable with because we're going to use it throughout this course. Google can act a little strangely when you have multiple accounts logged in. I mean, it works well enough for Gmail and Calendar. I do that all the time myself. But we really want to make sure that we keep everything straight as we're going through the labs. Alright, to get to one of these things directly, you can right-click on a link, such as in the Resources panel, and say Open Link in Incognito Window. Or to open a new empty window in Chrome, you could hit the Command-Shift-N or Control-Shift-N shortcut keys. Or in Firefox, Command-Shift-P or Control-Shift-P will do the job. Alright, enough talking, let's do it! So open up an incognito window and join me at the sign-up link for your free trial. Okay, here we are in the incognito window. I'm going to paste in the link, and let's get going. Alright, it offers that I can sign in with an existing one, but remember we're going to create a new account here. So we click Create Account. Now in this screen, instead of just creating a Google account and linking that directly to our existing email address, we want to create a new Gmail account. Once you've entered your name, a username that hasn't been taken, of course this has to be unique, so you'll need to pick something different than I do, and a strong password that you are storing safely, I hope. Click Next to continue on. Oh, by the way, I don't recommend that you use any periods like it suggests you could in your username. The way that Gmail handles periods in usernames can be a bit of an issue. Click Next and move on. Alright, we do want to secure our account, so let's enter in our phone number here. If I could type it correctly. That faint buzzing in the background was my phone giving me the code, which of course I'll type in now. Doesn't matter if you see it because this is a single-use code. We don't have to connect this to a recovery email address like they offer here, but I really think it's a good idea to do that. Alright, once we've got the information in, we hit Next. Of course, we always read the terms of service and privacy policy before we agree to those, right? But at the bottom, we say, I agree. Answer whatever you want in terms of feature announcements and whatnot. More terms of service, which of course we also read. Say yes, agree and continue. Note here, you won't be charged. No payments or automatic charges unless you upgrade. Now we want to make sure that this is an individual account. I will enter my information here, including the credit card details. All right, now that I've entered all the information, I can click Start My Free Trial. Takes a little bit of time to set things up. And again, we're reassured that we won't be billed until we give our permission. That feels nice, right? All right, our account is now live, so we say got it. And here we are. We'll come back to this Google Cloud Platform console in a little bit. But before we do, I want us to set up the two-factor authentication on our new Gmail account. Start by clicking on the little icon up in the top right-hand corner. Go to Account. And then click on the Signing In to Google link. On the right-hand pane, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll get to two-step verification. If you click on that, here we can make it much harder for people to take over our account. We say Get Started, re-enter the password we just made, click Next, and then set up our phone. We click Next, enter the new code we just got, next again. It worked! Do we want to turn on two-step verification? Well, of course, that's the reason we're here. Say Turn On, and here we go. Now, at the moment, I've got this set up to send me a text message whenever I'm trying to log in. But I could choose a different step, such as the security key, but I'm just going to stick with a simple thing right now. Well, all right, our account is set up. Now, I recommend that you immediately log out and then log back in again to make sure that you know exactly what you need to do here. You remember all the passwords and all that sort of stuff. So let's do that right now. I've signed out. I click Sign In to this account. Re-enter my password. Enter the new verification code. Click Next. And yep, everything's good. From here, I can go directly to Gmail by just clicking on the little envelope. Close all the promotion stuff. I don't need the extra tips. But if you want to know how you can set up the forwarding, I'll show you here. You'd go to the gear, click on Settings, click on Forwarding and Pop IMAP, and then add a forwarding address. Enter your normal email address here, say Next, proceed. Now the destination address needs to approve the forwarding setup, so go and get the code from there, type the number into this box, and click Verify. If it tells you you have verified the forwarding address, that's good. So you can say that you want to forward a copy of all incoming mail to that box and still keep a copy in this inbox. Once you've done that, don't forget to hit Save Changes at the bottom of this screen. And then you get this big message up at the top that says, hey, you are forwarding email. Because it would be pretty dangerous if someone set this up on your account without you knowing it, Google puts this warning at the top of your screen for a week. You can't dismiss it because, of course, that's the point. If you could dismiss it, then someone could set it up and dismiss it for you. Well, now we've finished setting up our account. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If not, please feel free to move on to the next lecture. Thank you.